how about I set up our iron smelting over here? Our copper smelting may be over here. I realize it's going to take, we're going to have to route the copper all the way over this way, but it should give us a nice area because we can make a station over here to drop off copper ore. We can make a station over here to drop off iron ore, and then depending on what the landscape looks over here, we can pick up the crude from here or on the other side of the water with our train. So that's the idea. It's sort of like iron ore drop off, copper ore drop off, smelting over here. Although later we may want to make a mega smelter somewhere else. But I'll try to get, I don't know if we'll actually set up enough to like have 4 fully saturated lanes. We might just do a pair. We'll see how it goes. We'll play that one by ear. But. Okay, so we have this. Oh, we need a ton of inserters. Oh, that is such a great little feature. Thank you for pointing that out. We need a bunch of you. We got power, we got this. So yeah, I'm gonna lay it out somewhere over here. We like? I think so. It's a game with mobs. Oh yeah, there's critters. Oh, there's a little more forest here than expected, but it should be okay. So if we go and finish research, I'll just queue up. Doesn't really matter what we get next. We're gonna want to get all the things like steel. I don't know, maybe I'll get turrets just in case there's critters nearby, but I don't see any on the map yet. Your starting area doesn't tend to have any. So if I go maybe like here. So I had 50 in hand, so if I'm doing 24 per side, I want to end when I've got 26. I guess one of the questions will be, can I feed this? Because I don't have a long-handled inserter, right? Can I feed this sufficiently from a shared belt? I don't remember that either. Maybe we'll need reds. Well, we'll see how it goes. So we're gonna get coal on one side and iron ore on the other, or maybe I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I'm still doing the clicky thing. I don't remember. I think so. It's been a while since I've started one this big. A lot of times I just make them smaller. Later on, we'll probably want to invert the flow of the transport belts as well, but that's going to be okay. So we'll do this. We don't have to dump things at first. We'll go ahead and get the power. So there. It's a little easier to do this when you actually have power already flowing, because then you can clearly see that you've correctly gotten everything. I don't remember where my power setup is. There it is. Boom. Okay. La la la. Oh, that's the next thing I need to mass produce is electric mining drills. Okay, get a few of those started. One shared yellow belt is perfect. Oh, okay. Excellent. So the shared is sufficient. That's really wonderful to get confirmed. Let's go and get all that goddamn coal. So the one problem is, we don't have any coal nearby here, and we're still too early for like train kind of stuff. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to belt the coal from here to over here, which is a pretty long distance, but that should be all right. We're clearly going to need some splitters and some underground things. I'll queue them up as well. Oh yeah, that's great. That is nice with the mouse over. I could actually go and like just get rid of this so it doesn't eat power. Although, do science labs eat power when they're idle, or only when they're working? I think they might eat power all the time. Now, it's going to be particularly important to keep all these as filled with coal as possible, because these aren't going to be automated for a while. Okay, that is a lot of copper plates. That's all the copper plates we're going to need for a good long time. I guess I'll leave these here for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start like this, with the idea that there's going to be a matching pair on the other side. Well, I guess what I could plan is something like that, just as a guide. Sure. I mean, this will run out of ore underneath it for a while, but... or quite quickly is what I meant to say, but that's going to be fine for now. So, that's an awkward post, but I mean, we have to move things anyway to do the combination. So, most likely what's going to happen is I'm going to move over this way, because we're going to be combining with some other some other iron ore lines coming out of here. It's going to do some sort of thing this way. And then there'll be splits and all kinds of different things. But for now, just to get started, we're going to do that. And we're going to get some coal to come in on the other side and do that. So, I'm sure we're going to need more transport belts than this. Okay. Because we need more mining from down here too. Now, I could go and just use these as is to get started, and that's probably not a bad thing. I may want to do that. What are you building right now? You're building this. Yeah, let me go ahead and incorporate these just to help us bootstrap. So like that, and then like that, and then you have to be fed coal. So we'll have to manually do it for now, but not for very long. And then you're going to get power that way, which is going to be okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and run this straight north. So yeah, it's going to be kind of nice to get rid of this giant line at some point. There's a... of course well, when you're talking about the wooden poles, you're going to run into them a lot because they don't have a lot of space between them. Okay. Another donation. I will check in a mo. All right. What do we got? Another one for Cool Man. Oh, you sent the picture. You found them on Google. Whoa! Those are cool drinking glasses. Okay, Cool Man. That is really, really cool looking. Holy crap. Your drinking glasses. Is it like a stein? Is it for beer? Or is it like a little, almost like a quasi shot glass or something? I don't know. Oh, I'm not producing anything right now. Do not like. Let's go ahead and get a few more belts and more mining drills. That's going to be fine. Speaking of mining drills, let's get these guys powered up. So you're going to go there, and then from the other side. So it's always interesting how people do it, whether they leave the gaps in between every two to put a power line. I like to leave a gap down the middle to do it. Ultimately, you cover the entire patch regardless. If the patch is very long, then I do put a split like maybe every 5 or 7 or something like that so that you can walk through in a couple of different directions, but that's going to be fine. Okay, so this is all going. So that's great. So now all of this is going to start going. We just have to make sure to fully saturate these, which means we need more drills, which right now means we need more of that. There we go. I'm going to put coal in there. I'm not going to worry about adding more coal to these burner drills over here, because they're basically going to be it. And we don't have enough power. Oh, we're probably out of coal over there, and that's exactly what the case is. So, because I never got a whole lot in there, and we don't have any coal automatically going in. So we're going to have to figure out the path for getting some coal shoveled in there regularly, which probably I will do now. I need to get a splitter in here, right? So what I'm going to do is put a little splitter in here. I'm going to get you thusly. I'm going to get you to run sideways over here. I should run on the thing to run a little faster. And we need to make sure that we can get across somewhere. That's the wrong way around. Just like that. There's going to be better ways to organize it, but it does get us started for now. So if we were there, perfect. Oh. There we are. Boom, boom. And, oh, it sucks that it can't quite reach. I got to do that. All right, there we go. So you're going to be fed now more regularly, and you won't run out of juice. And in terms of power production, yeah, we've got overkill amounts of power right now, which is good. Although that won't last very long, because these mining drills, they really eat a lot of power. It's kind of shocking how much they consume. I am out of iron to make more, but that's okay. There we go. So Get you going a little bit more. It's nighttime. It's so dark. Can't make lights yet, right? No, that'll come a little bit later. Let's pick up a bunch of you. And let's keep making the mining drills. And we need a lot of iron to actually get that to happen. So you are done, so we can just get rid of you here. But we can now get many iron plates. Many iron plates. Now, we can't build you automatically, right? No. But what we can build automatically is iron gear wheels, which is actually... I'm going to set up just a little thingy over here. Just like this. And do I have a chest? No, I don't. You know, just a wooden chest is going to be fine. Let me cancel these things there and there. And we are just going to set up... I'm going to grab some of that, some of that. You're going to make some gears for me. And just shove it in a box just to save me a little bit of time producing gears. Okay. Build many mining drills. Automation 2 is only 40 reds. Just do it. Yeah, that's true. First of all, that should be the next thing that gets queued. That's an excellent point. Do we need electronics for that? Yeah. So we need electronics first. So we need 70 red in total, but that's okay. We'll get there. So you are done. You are done. And excellent. Tons of resources. Let's make sure we still got copper in here. Actually, it's possible. See, this is not working. I'm thinking these are full. Yeah, they were full. Now we got lots of that as well. What I should do is get something to make little wire for me. Just for now. Just to facilitate the handcrafting, just a scooch. Boop. Well, mind, I have done speedrun of this and finished quite quickly. This is not going to be one of those. It's a lot easier to do when you're not, you know, actively interacting with chat and just trying to chill and have a good time. Lord Pontus, thank you very much for the tip. Hey Quill, been a fan for about a year now. I'm finally able to tip. Have some chocolate on me. Thank you very much, Lord Pontus, with 3 S's. And Coolman sent another tip. Thank you very much, Coolman. The seller says they were tea glass, but they will not be used for tea, but vodka and whiskey instead. Nothing wrong with that, I think. Cancel you, cancel you. I guess we'll handcraft a few more red sciences, but we're going to automate that in a mo. Again, in sort of a temporary location, but we will do that. Actually, rather than make this, let me get a few more automated things and, I don't know, a couple more labs. That'll be okay. All right, you. Just make me some wire here. And something like that. Just to automate, just to make it a little easier for the handcrafting. Not much to it, but it'll get started. You, likewise. Like, a good amount of gears, but not crazy. So, I mean, this is not going to make it a lot very quickly, but it's going to save me a little bit of handcrafting time, which is what I'm looking for. Let's go and get a whole lot of iron plates loaded in. Yeah! Of that. Tons. So, again, I'm not looking to set up the bus right now, but a little bit of initial thing would be good. I guess the thing to do, actually, before I do this, let me go and do a crazy number of belts. This is something else that you can automate very early on. But let's just do this now. Because what I'm wondering is, should we just take things out of these? So that we can consider starting to craft? Like, do I want to ride it around and get started on a bit of a bus? Probably. Instead of having all these little temporary little setups. Probably worth doing. Alright, let's just do that. There's something about, you know, setting up little temporary things to get started, but I think we can actually move past it at this point. I'm going to move on this. By default, I don't stand where I'm putting the belts because a good portion of the time I might be actually running the belts in the opposite direction. I guess I don't need to get rid of that now. You know what I do need is a new axe. So, just add that to the queue. And trying to figure out what to do about this patch here. I think, you know what? We're just going to go this way. That's going to be A-okay for now. And we will set up, in theory, a bit of a placeholder here for what might be the bus. And then the copper can just run underground here and then join there in some fashion. We'll figure out a better solution later on. Some things are sort of going to block each other. Well, I think the copper is going to run up top and then come down here. We might actually sit on top of some of the iron ore and not use it all. And that's going to be okay because I want to set up train stations and things going forward. So that's good. I have just enough inserters to get this working. So let's do that. Do. Ah! No! God damn it. Go where I want you to go. It's actually time for me to organize my little toolbar here. So I want transport belts, and you can right click or middle click to make it so that only those items stay there. You, and then over here you can also middle click an empty one and set a filter that way. That works too in case you don't have it. There we go. That's going to be my start. Oh, I need my power lines on this. Boom. I can hear dips coming. 1 second. I promise. I promise. What that? Crazy mode. Hey, thank you very much. Grats with the level up. That's right. Hello from Siberia. Remember your heroic defense of Moscow. Where you were this? Oh, that would be in the Hearts of Iron 4 multiplayer. Yeah. That was I was pretty proud about the defense. I mean, I knew I was doomed, but tried as hard as I could. Soloing frickin' Daniel, the Hoi Pro, when he declared war on Russia in like 37 or something ridiculous like that. It was insane. What do you think about Phoenix Point? I don't know what that is. I don't know what the rest of this is asking. I'm sorry. But thank you very much anyway. 22 Solid, thank you as well. Happy birthday! Best wishes. You've inspired me to get a new PC and start my own Let's Play thing on the UbTubs. Oh, congratulations! I wish you all the best. I can PM you the link when it's up if you're interested. Absolutely. Keep up the excellent work. Well, and you too. Good luck on your channel there, 22 Solid. It's so much fun making YouTube videos. And the more there are, like, the better it is, because just that brings more people into YouTube in general and develops a better ecosystem of videos and just stuff on the UbTubs. It's weird that, like, you don't really compete with other YouTubers really that much. It's like you contribute to the same ecosystem in a way that I think most people might not expect. All right. So we got this. It's once again dark. And I could once again just craft a bunch of like red things and get it started. Let's cancel out that. We do need a few more mines, so that's going to be okay. I was still going to build a couple more labs, and then yeah, I can go ahead and just queue up some science packs to get that started automatically. I'll queue up to 70 because it might keep me busy, and we'll see how that goes. So I don't want to fill up the area too much with things, but we do need to like kind of get things started here. So what are we going to do first? Maybe we could get started on some automated belt production, which would be nice. Well, actually, what I'll do is try to get the automatic science set up, which is just copper plates and iron gears. Yes. So why don't we set up a little science building area over here? We're going to assume that we're going to be running some copper on this. I think that's fair. So what we want to do is we want to, in fact, obviously there's going to be a split here. So that's going to come down here. And then probably just do this. That's going to be fine. I'm going to chop this out of the way. Will Quill see the stone before he sees it in chat? What stone? This stone? I don't even see the reference to the stone in chat. Stone on the coal line. Oh! Oh! Oh, you bastard. You filthy, filthy bastard. Ah! Oh, there's invisible stone underneath this. I couldn't see it because there's a thingy on it. You dirty, dirty so-and-so. All right. We got plenty of coal, so I don't need to worry about building these. If anything, we're still short on iron, not steel. Oh, you frickin' stone. Hopefully there's none under the little conveyor belt there. Ugh! Dirty, filthy piece of shit. Alright, you can go ahead and keep smelting what you've got. We're going to get rid of you, and these things here. You serve no purpose anymore. Hell, you know what? I'm going to get rid of you too. And I'll just grab what iron ore I got and drop it in you. Is there any more bastard stone sitting on this? No. Alright, we're good. Everything's fine. I don't know what you guys are getting so salty about. Just a piece of dirty, filthy stone on my pristine little route here. So let me just do this. So I want to do this. So what I want to do is I want to get copper on one side of this. And then on the other side, what I'm going to do is cancel that. I'm going to put assembly machines that are grabbing iron. I almost said steel again. Iron from this side, putting gears on the other side, and that'll be a decent little starting setup. Although they could actually just feed directly into something. No, that would be more awkward to set up. Yeah. So, give us a little bit more space. I think you don't need a lot for this. You always need a little bit more than I think. I tend to underestimate how much gear production I need for the science, but I'm willing to bet that this is actually going to be fine. I could check the timings, but that sounds like something like a rational sort of optimizer would do. And I mean, why would you do that? So again, just as a bit of a guidepost over here, and then we're going to do this. So we're going to bring iron plates down here. Get you in a second. Like that. So you guys are going to make gears. You're going to dump the gears on the far side of this. There we go. Now, one thing that's going to be different is I think there's going to be a big difference in a lot of the rates because so much of the tech needs different things. Now, I think everything needs red. I don't think you ever not need red. So I'm thinking we're still going to do like a double dose of the red amount. And in fact, later on, everything still needs green, I think. You need blue forever? No. Well, probably for all the advanced stuff. So we might still do the full sort of double ratio. Like I tend to do 10 reds, 12 greens, 24 blue. I don't know. Something like that. So I'm going to start the red production just down here. Just technically you could get one in line with the gears, but this just makes it a little bit better. So I'm going to go and set up 10 right from the start. And I think that's going to be fine. Hopefully I haven't forgotten something critical. Bastard stone, the most precious material in existence. Stupid bastard stone of doom. Can I just hold left click to spam the copying too? That is so nice. My mouse finger is appreciating that. Alright, so that's all good. Obviously I need a few more of these things, which are all being produced right now, so we're good with there. We're going to queue up a few more random things, get that going. And I'm going to queue up, so I have 13 labs right now, 14, well, sorry, 3 labs right now. Now I have 4. Now I'm going to have 14. I think that's going to be a good number. I think I often go up to 20 labs-ish early on. One thing to determine, though, is this we're going to be making their science forever. Oops, I got moved by the conveyor belt. Which is actually an interesting question. Is this where we're going to be making science forever? Or are we going to be making science in a little train station somewhere? I don't know. Hey, Bob790, thank you very much for the tip. Hippo Birdie. Take this and set up a production line for chocolate. Or, buy in the shop, whichever is easier. I've made my own chocolates before. I made, like, little chocolate truffles and all that. And let me tell you, that is such a huge pain in the ass of things I never want to do again. Okay, these things got placed before I put down the inserters. So they're all going to be, well, this one's going to be fine. But these are going to be in stupid locations. It takes so much goddamn work to make your own little chocolates. And, like, then you eat one in like 2 seconds. You're like, was this worth hours and hours of labor? Especially when you can just buy it in the store. Probably not. So, anyway, to fail to answer my own question about the science, I think for now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run this down here. And we're going to set up our science labs over here because we need them somewhere to get started. But I think we might do trainee kind of things for it later on too. So that's all the red we're going to need. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and pile them here. I will, assume that we're going to have some other type of science at some point. Maybe flowing the other way or something like that. So I'm just going to put it in there so they don't accidentally overfill things. There you go. Something like that. Groovy? Groovy. All right, do I have all the bits to make everything work? Man, we got to get some light soon. Supposed to automate chocolate, not handcraft it. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I just failed to optimize my my chocolate crafting properly. Terrible.